So dear students, very good morning to all of you. In the last class, what we have discussed is characteristics of PV cell. Different characteristics of PV cell such as open circuit voltage, short circuit current, maximum power point, fill factor, efficiency of given PV cell we have discussed. Efficiency of given PV cell we have discussed. In this class, we will see how the PV and IV characteristics will vary with the insolation and temperature. Will vary with the insolation and temperature. Insolation and temperature. How these characteristics will vary, we will discuss in this class. First, we will see how the solar radiation will be varied. Solar radiation will be varied with respect to insolation. With respect to insolation. Okay. How solar radiation will be varied with respect to insolation. What is meant by insolation? Already we have discussed that. Insolation is nothing but solar radiation per unit area. Solar radiation per unit area. Solar radiation per unit area. Solar radiation per unit area is nothing but insolation. Okay. So whenever solar radiation intensities keep on increasing, how will be the PV and IV characteristics? Okay. How will be the variation of the characteristics that we are going to see in this particular mechanism? Okay. So before going to that, okay, already know that IV characteristics is nothing but which will draw between current and voltage. Current and voltage, IV characteristics and PV characteristics will be drawn between generated power and voltage. How these characteristics will be varied? If you see the characteristics of IV characteristics of a PV cell, they will look like this. IV. The characteristics of a PV cell will be like this. Already we have seen in the last class. Okay. The point where current is 0 and the maximum value of voltage is there. That point you can call as a open circuit voltage point. That you can call as a open circuit voltage. And the point where there is a maximum current. And where the voltage is equal to 0, that particular point I can call as a short circuit current. That will be the ISC. If you want to draw the characteristics, of a IV and PV characteristics, okay, first you should know. So what is the relation between insolation and open circuit voltage and short circuit voltage. Okay, open circuit voltage and short circuit current. So what is the relation if you should know? Okay, how this VOC and ISC is varying with respect to insolation or solar radiation per unit area. If you can able to know, then only you can able to draw the curves. Okay, then only you can able to know how the characteristics will be varied. With respect to, okay, this you can observe. With respect to this you can observe. Now let us say, so what is the formula for so already you know that the formula for open circuit voltage we can have will be, so already you have the equation. Open circuit voltage is nothing but, okay, so the voltage, the maximum voltage at which current is equal to 0. Okay, already you know the current equation, which will be equal to the total current I is equal to IPH minus exponential of QV by KT exponential of I naught into QV by KT minus 1 will be the current equation. Okay. So open circuit voltage is nothing but the voltage at which current is becoming zero. Now I am keeping current as zero. Such that I will get IPH is equal to IPH minus I naught into exponential of Q. Instead of V, at current I is equal to 0, V becomes VOC. By KT minus 1. Okay. From this equation we have exponential of QVOC by KT minus 1, which will is equal to IPH by I naught. From that equation you can have. So here, if you take logarithm both sides, exponential of QV0 by KT, which will be equal to IPH by I naught plus 1. Okay. Now what I would like to calculate, my objective is to calculate the VOC. Okay. Taking logarithmic both the sides, you will have VOC is equal to QVOC by KT is equal to ln of IPH by I naught plus 1. Okay, now, my objective is to calculate VOC. Okay, the open circuit voltage VOC is nothing but KT by Q ln of IPH by I naught plus 1. This will be the equation. And here IPH, okay, is called the current generated by PV cell. IPH is called as the current generated by PV cell. You can have IPH is called as the current generated by the PV cell. Which mainly depends upon the solar radiation. Okay. If the solar radiation per unit area is more, that is solar radiation per unit area is called as a insolation. Already finished. Okay. Solar radiation per unit area. Okay. If you observe this from this equation, you can conclude that. Okay. Open circuit voltage is increasing with respect to current is increasing with respect to current in a logarithmic way. You can give the statement from this equation. Okay. Open circuit voltage is varying with respect to the current generated by solar radiation in a logarithmic way. And IPH current due to solar radiation. If the intensity per unit area increases, what will happen? IPH will be increased. If IPH increases, VOC will increase. Okay. So here you can have a conclusion point that with respect to solar radiation per unit area increases or insolation increases, the current generated will be IPH increases. Once the current generated increases, and the open circuit voltage will also be increases in a logarithmic way that you can observe it here. Okay. So now my conclusion point will be if IPH rises, VOC also rises in a logarithmic way. So with respect to solar radiation and insolation, current will be rises. You can say that open circuit voltage will be rises. That you can observe from this particular equation. Okay. So next coming to one more parameter will be ISC. How ISC is varying with respect to okay. So this you can observe. Okay. How ISC is varying? Okay. Already you have again I am taking the same formula. Okay. I is equal to IPH minus I naught into exponential of QV by KT. I is becoming ISC where where voltage equal to 0. Now in the same equation I am keeping this voltage equal to 0. Then IPH minus I naught into exponential of, if I is 0, what is happening? Exponential of 0 minus 1. Okay. Exponential of 0 is my 1 minus 1 0. So you will have ISC is equal to IPH. ISC is equal to IPH. Okay. Now I would like to observe how PV and IV characteristics are varying. How PV and IV characteristics are varying, I would like to observe. Okay, on the way to observing, okay, I clearly observed that with respect to if insolation is increasing, IPH increases such that VOC will be increased. Okay, in a logarithmic way. Whereas, okay, the ISC short circuit current, okay, increases with respect to, okay, as it is linear relation. ISC is equal to ISH. Okay, if insolation increases, automatically what happen? What happen? Okay, solar insolation increases, current generated by PV cell will also be increased. Okay, so insolation, solar radiation or intensity is increasing. Okay, increasing, what will happen? Simply IPH will be increases. Whenever IPH increases, ISC will be increases. ISC will be increases linearly. Okay, final conclusion will be, so the PV or IV characteristics are, okay, mainly depends upon VOC and ISC. VOC and ISC. Okay, if insolation is increasing or solar radiation per unit area increasing, open circuit voltage also increases, as well as current is also increases. But open circuit voltage increases by a small value, but current will be increases in a proportionate way that you can observe. Now I am drawing graph. Now I am drawing the graph. Okay. Now I am drawing the graph between, okay, IV and PV characteristics I am drawing, and I would like to observe with respect if insolation increasing, how the VOC and ISCs keep on increasing. That I would like to observe now. So now let us say, voltage, other side I am considering current. Other side I am considering current. Okay, let us say at some low value of insolation, the characteristics will be like this. Okay, this is, let us say, ISC1, and this will be VOC1, open circuit voltage, maximum open circuit voltage at some low value of insolation. Now let us say the solar radiation per unit area increases such that ISH, okay, so that is IPH, that is generated in the PV cell also increases. Okay, the solar intensity increases or solar insolation increases, automatically, okay, IPH, okay, the current generated by PV cell increases. If the current generated by PV cell increases, we have an equation. Short circuit current is equal to straight away. If IPH increases, automatically what will happen? ISC is also increases. Okay, and also you have another equation. Okay, VOC equation we will have. Okay, VOC is equal to KT by Q ln of I by I naught plus 1. Okay, so here also you can observe voltage, open circuit voltage increases in logarithmic way. If IPH increases, automatically VOC will be increases. Here, okay, it is depends upon on the IPH in a logarithmic way, but the current is depends upon in a linear way. In a linear way, straight away you can say that. So there is a more variation in current when less variation in voltage. In such a way you have to draw. So again, if you increase the insolation or solar radiation intensity, there is a more variation in current and less variation in voltage. You have to draw like that. Like this. Okay, if you keep on increasing the solar radiation or insolation at constant temperature, okay, the short circuit current also keep on increasing. ISC2, ISC3, ISC2, ISC1, ISC2, ISC3. So you will have VOC1, VOC2, and you will have VOC3, like that. Okay, like that. Open circuit voltage also keep on increasing. Short circuit current is also keep on increasing. If these are the characteristics, okay, of IV characteristic, how will be the PV characteristics? That you can observe. The PV characteristics you can observe. Let us say this will be P, and here in this way voltage, let us say. So for all the curves, the starting point will be this one. For the first curve, the starting point will be, ending point will be this. And for the second curve, the ending point will be this. And for the third curve, the ending point will be like this. Okay. So for the first curve, the maximum power point value will be this one. And for the second curve, the maximum power point will be approximately here. And for the third curve, the maximum power point will be approximately here. Okay? So if you draw the characteristics, and for the third curve, the characteristics will be like this. The characteristics will be like this. Okay? So like this, very important thing will be, if you keep on increasing insulation, if you keep on increasing the insulation, what is happening? Short circuit current is keep on increasing, open circuit voltage is also keep on increasing, and also the maximum power point is also keep on increasing. Very important point. Okay? If you keep on increasing insulation, automatically short circuit current increases in a linear way that you can observe from this equation, and open circuit voltage will be increases in a logarithmic way. So the variation in open circuit voltage is small and the variation in short circuit current will be large, you can observe from this equation. Finally, the variation will be like this. If insulation is keep on increasing, the IV curves or PV curves moves upwards. Moves upwards. If the insulation decreases, the IV or PV curve moves downwards. Moves downwards, that you can observe. And very important thing will be, so the maximum power point will be keep on increasing if the insulation is keep on increases. If the insulation is keep on increasing, that you can observe from this graph. Okay. So this, okay, like this. Okay. So the IV and PV characteristics will be varied with respect to the insulation. Now we will see how the IV and PV characteristics will be. Okay. Will be varied with respect to the temperature that we will see now. Now we will see how IV and PV characteristics of a PV cell changes with respect to the temperature. Okay. So already we have seen how IV and PV characteristics will change with respect to the, okay, so insolation, solar radiation per unit area, how the PV and IV characteristics will change we have seen. Now we will see how IV and PV characteristics of solar PV cell with respect to the temperature. If the temperatures keep on increasing, how the IV and PV characteristics will change, that we are going to discuss. Okay, so let us say normal. So normal IV characteristics will, let us say, so these are the normal IV characteristics as somewhat, let us say, so low temperatures. Let us say it will be at 25 degrees centigrade. Let us say it will be at 25 degrees centigrade. On the x-axis I am taking voltage, on the y-axis I am taking the current. On the y-axis I am taking the current. Okay. So at 25 degrees this is the curve. If I want to draw the curve at 50 degrees centigrade, okay, is the curve or up, okay, top of this curve or below this curve, that we have to observe, okay. So in order to identify that, again I am going with the, so open circuit, okay, so already know that this is the short circuit current, the maximum possible current at voltage equal to 0 I am calling as short circuit current, and the maximum possible voltage at a current is 0 I am calling as a VOC. Okay. If you want to know, so whether, okay, the curve at 50 degrees centigrade will come upwards or downwards. Okay. So first we have to check, okay, with respect to temperature, how short circuit current and open circuit voltage is changing. That first we have to identify. Let us come into the, so open circuit voltage equation. Open circuit voltage, which can be represented with VOC. The formula will be kT by Q, ln of IPH by I naught plus 1. IPH by I naught plus 1. This will be the equation for open circuit voltage. And coming to short circuit current. Short circuit current short circuit current. And short circuit current, which will be represented with ISC, the formula will be IPH. The formula for short circuit current will be IPH. Okay, here that you can observe. If IPH increases, ISC will be increases. If IPH will be increases, VOC will be increases in a logarithmic way. That we already know. The relation between VOC and IPH, and this is the relation between ISC and IPH. Okay, what we have to know now? Okay, how the open circuit voltage and short circuit current will change with respect to the temperature. If we can able to know, then we can able to draw the graphs for 50 degrees and 75 degrees also. 50 degrees and 75 degrees also. Okay, let us say this is the curve at 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, so now I would like to draw the curve for 50 degrees centigrade. My question will be whether it will come top or down. That is my question. Okay, so in order to know that, we should know the relation between these two. How IPH, current generated by PV cell, it changes with respect to temperature. First we should know. Once if we know how current generated by PV cell generated with respect to temperature, you can able to know how VOC will be affected and how ISC will be affected. Thereby you can draw the graph. Okay, so now let us see. Okay, so whenever the temperature of solar radiation keeping insolation is constant, the temperature keep on increasing. Okay, already you have ionization, different types of ionizations. Okay, so different types of ionization is nothing but liberating an electron from the outermost orbit of an atom. Okay, whenever there is a different types of ionization process available. Thermal ionization, chemical ionization, light ionization. Okay, different types of ionizations are available. Okay, so coming to here, the concept will be temperature. We are discussing thermal ionization. Okay, whenever the temperature of a PV cell increases automatically because of thermal ionization, number of electrons will comes out from an atom and available as a free electrons. Whenever temperature increases, free electrons in the PV cell increases, so the current will be increased. Simply I can say that. Okay, so if you increase the temperature, what will happen? IPH will be increased. When if you increase the temperature, IPH will be increased. Automatically, whenever IPH increases, already know that ISC also increases. With respect to temperature, I can say that short circuit current is increasing. That we can know. Okay. So now, how it will affect the voltage? Okay, already know that. Voltage is voltage drop increases. Voltage drop increases if resistance of PV cell increases. Resistance of PV cell increases. Okay, so already you know that resistance will be increased with respect to the temperature. We have a relation between resistance and temperature. If the temperature is keep on increasing, resistance will be increased. If the resistance of PV cell is keep on increasing, there is more voltage drop. In the PV cell. Okay, since there is a more voltage drop. Okay, so the VOC nothing but the open circuit voltage. If there is a more voltage drop in the PV cell, VOC will be automatically decreased. Once again, so out of 100% solar radiation fall on the PV cell, out of 100%, only 20% is converted to electrical energy. Remaining 80% is used to heat up or increase the temperature of the PV cell. Whenever temperature of a PV cell increases, what will happen? Temperature increases because of thermal ionization. Current generated by PV cell will be increases. IPH will be increases such that because of thermal ionization, current flowing through the PV cell increases such that the short circuit current also increases. If you keep on increasing the temperature, short circuit current is also keep on increasing. Okay. Next coming to the open circuit voltage. Okay. So because of the region, if the resistance of the resistance is keep on increasing. Temperature, okay, now what we are doing, we are increasing the temperature of the PV cell. If the temperature of PV cell increases, what will happen? Resistance will be increased. If the resistance of PV cell increases, the voltage drop is also there. Okay, so if the voltage drop is keep on increasing, the terminal voltages keep on decreasing. Such that, okay, by increasing temperature, finally I am saying that concluding point, by increasing the temperature, you will have increment in the short circuit current and decrement in the open circuit voltage. Decrement in the open circuit voltage. Okay, that is the relation. That is the relation. Now let us say I am increasing the temperature to 50 degrees centigrade. Let us say. Then the curve will have. Then you will have the curve like that. This will be the curve for 50 degree centigrade. So you can observe here. By increasing the temperature from 25 degrees to 50 degrees, there is increment in the current. Increment in the current, and there will be decrement in the voltage, like that before. Like that. Okay, you will have to draw the graph in such a way that there should be increment in the current and there should be decrement in the voltage. The curve looks like that. Okay. Again, I would like to draw the curve. For 75 degrees centigrade. 75 degrees centigrade. So again, the ISC increases and VOC will be decreases in such a way. This is ISC1 and this will be ISC2 and this will be ISC3. VOC1, VOC2 and this will be VOC3. Okay, continuously by increasing the temperature from 20 by 50 and 75 degrees centigrade, continuously the short circuit current is increasing and okay, voltage keep on decreasing. Like that you can draw the figure. From the same figure we can able to get the PV characteristics also. From the same figure we can able to get the PV characteristics also. So from the same figure we can able to draw the PV characteristics. On one axis I am taking the power, on the other axis I am taking the voltage. Okay, power is nothing but voltage into current. Already at this particular point I am fixing the starting and ending points. At this particular point, ISC into 0, you will get 0. For all the curves, all the three curves, the starting point will be 0 because 0 voltage into maximum current ISC. 0 voltage into maximum current ISC will get 0. And for the first curve VOC1, at this particular point, power will become 0. And okay, because VOC1 into current is 0, you will get 0. And for this second curve, which is at temperature at 50 degrees centigrade, you will get 0 at this point. The curve will end here. The PV curve will. Then coming to VOC3, the curve will end here. Like that. Okay, here all the three curves will be started here and end this particular point. At that particular point. Now let us say, for this particular first curve, which is at 25 degrees centigrade, the characteristics will be like that. The starting point is this, and it have peak value here and ends here. Okay, that is the PV curve at 25 degree centigrade. The second curve, you can observe. The second curve maximum value is starting point is this only, and it ends here. Already we know that. On the third curve, you may have the imaginary value somewhere here, and the starting point will be the same, but the ending point will be this one. Like this. For the three temperatures, you can draw the PV curve. Okay, you can draw the PV curve. This is the IV curve, which will vary with respect to the temperature, and this is the PV curve, which will vary with respect to the temperature.